Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I am Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. So this is my review recap for Love After Lockup, Street Lies and PIs, y'all. Season 5, episode 2. And I know I'm going to sound like a broken record. I know I've said this time and time and time and time again, y'all. Okay, with the foolishness and foolery that is Love After Lockup. But if y'all don't stop bringing y'all daggone behinds up here, either you looking for somebody to be a daggone daddy to your child that don't got their father in their life, or you're looking for a bonus daddy that's gonna love him, so y'all gotta make it work, y'all gotta stay together forever, y'all gotta be great, he gotta be in their lives, or you're dragging your kids cross town to somebody you don't know from a hole in the wall, and then when it goes bad, you want to sit here and talk about some, oh, she dumb. Okay, Ranika, I'm talking to you. You know, auntie ain't got no sense. She's an old fool. She's a cougar and this and that. But girl, you over here spending more money on top of the money you already spent, instead of saying, let me take my behind home to my girls and start packing it up or doing what I got to do. You got money for a detective. You don't need a detective. You need a damn brain, girl. You need to be off to see the freaking wizard. I'm so sick of y'all. Child. Andy gets taken to a damn birthday party that he drops 2 hours to get to turn around and wait 2 hours while she go inside and party, telling him he got to stand outside with his child. I said, damn, you couldn't even invite the child in to a child's party? It's a no for me, dog. Like, why are we still standing here? Why are we not going to a movie? Why are we not going to get something to eat? Why are we not going back to the hotel? Andy, I don't think you got no brains either, child. I think everybody is sitting on their damn brains, because it ain't no way in my Aretha Franklin voice. Melissa's still stuck in high school. She's still wearing her cheerleading outfit. I guarantee you Don about to burn that damn outfit down. Y'all, let's go ahead and get into this freaking episode. Talk all about it. Break it on down. Take it from the top. You know how we do. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the couples that to me really just did not have much going on. Which was Sheree and Anthony. You know, he was about to get out, and Chelsea and Mike. Okay, if you didn't remember Chelsea and Mike, they were not on this last Love During Lockup, but they were on the one before that. Of course, she is the one that is basically deaf, uses sign language to speak, and it was more so about us just getting reacquainted with her, you know, picking up where we left off, finding out what happened since we last seen her, knowing that her and him was still going to be together. Okay, we just still trying to make this thing work and getting an update on her, right? Or refreshing your memory if you didn't remember her. I do. And she was not one of my favorites when she was on that season. But we gonna see, you know what I'm saying, what she talking about. So now she goes ahead and is basically driving her son. You know, she get a call from Mike, and you know, she give us the explanation and the breakdown of she have 3 kids altogether. 2 of them are with their fathers, but when it comes to her youngest son, he don't really have a father in his life. So, of course, here we go. You know, we hope that it works out with Mike, and we hope that Mike could be somebody that's going to be able to be in her son's life and show him love. You know, he's saying he's sorry he can't be there, and he wish him good luck and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. So now when she meet up with her friend, you know, again, just refreshing, right? Mike is somebody who he did get sick while he was in jail. I think it was supposed to be a cardiac arrest or something like that. And she didn't find out till after the fact that he was wearing a hearing aid. And so the friend is like, yeah, wasn't you telling me something about him being hard of hearing? And it's like, no, actually, he is literally going deaf in that ear. And he has to wear a hearing aid. He has been studying through books and videos, trying to learn sign language so that he can be able to communicate with her. So he's apparently been getting better and better when it comes to that. And she's like, wow, you know, this is different for you. And maybe this means that y'all are actually meant to be. And Chelsea's saying, yeah, because, you know, I usually date hearing guys. Okay, so this is the first time I'm encountering this. So we think that this may be the universe saying, you know, they put y'all together, right? And so she just basically is laughing and talking about how, you know, she's almost like a virgin at this point because it's been 4 years. And then, you know, her friend is saying that it's only going to take one pump, and she's saying Mikey doesn't know that she's not ready for anything and things of that nature, right? And so I said, yeah, whatever. Of course, we seeing clips with him telling her to talk dirty to him and all of that. So she says she's not sure how he's going to feel about that, right? And then she's like, I don't even know when he, like, comes back here and when she come home, just how things is going to be, right? And he is on parole for 3 years. And so he has to, like, stay at his sister's Courtney's house, right? And she's just nervous. She don't know how the parole office gonna be, just feeling all these different type of emotions, and that he has to stay in Kentucky that whole entire time, right? He can't leave the country or any of that. And so she want to be able to build her life with him, right? And she want to be with him so bad, and all of that type of stuff that you would expect for her to be saying. So now we also find out that her relationship with her mom has been full of ups and downs or whatever, back and forths, in and out. And I guess she was able to, like, reconcile with her mom. It was during a time when they were doing good. But on her way to try to, drive towards this daggone prison so she would be able to pick him up, she is basically reminiscing on their relationship and stopping at the graveyard, putting flowers down, telling her mom how much, she misses her or whatever, and saying how she feels like, again, them two were meant to be, and saying the relationship she was able to get with his mom, which, so far on the surface, his mom did seem cool when she met him, right? But we find out, which this part I don't like, is that if you remember, her dad was arguing with her. He was like, oh, hell to the no, you sitting here being stupid as I don't know what. I'm not gonna, be here with you if you're gonna be with a damn convent. So her dad is not in her life anymore. And I have a funny feeling that she gonna regret that, and she gonna wish she still had Papa around. I got a feeling that daddy gonna be right, but we shall see, right? And so that pretty much was it with her. Now, getting over to Miss Sheree. Sheree, oh, Lord, girl. I feel like you got good intentions, but I also feel like you ain't got the sense that God gave a roach. We see damn Sheree, and she's sitting here doing like a video with her son. At first, I'm thinking it's a TikTok video. They doing a dance routine, but she telling him to save it and, make sure he sends it to Anthony. And he's like, oh, see, I saved it and I put it as Pops, right? Now, he has a father in his life, and she talked about in the last episode how, she had invited his father, her ex, to come to the party because she basically didn't like the way he was talking and the way that he insinuates that, oh, well, you got your man that's locked up and all this and that. And she even asked the son, like, how do you think he would react if he knows that he's invited to the party? And he's like, well, he may not be too happy about that. And she starts laughing like, yeah, he might not be, right? But I felt so bad because you could tell her son just have a pure heart, and he's basically saying, like, can't everybody just get along? Like, I want my father to get along with Anthony. I want my, Anthony to get along with him. I want it to be where they can actually form a good relationship and hopefully a friendship in the future. And she like, yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it, or whatever, especially just on behalf of you. And then he's basically agreeing like, yeah. Now, I did appreciate the fact that she did stop to ask him how he felt about it. And she also emphasized that he's always going to be number one in her life. He don't have to worry about anybody coming in between them, and that she is still going to continue to take him on these dates. And he's basically like, I know. And it's like, even though you have your biological father in your life, this is going to be like a bonus dad, right? So she say, right? And so she's stressing that this is even more reason why they have to be able to make it work. I said, okay, girl. So now we hearing from Anthony where he like, yeah, as soon as I get home, I want to speak to him because I don't like hearing that he be saying, oh, well, you got this dude that was locked up. Me and him gonna have a sit down talk. That's already sounding aggressive. It's already sounding like you trying to come out and tell somebody how to be a damn father to their child. I do not feel like that is your place, and I could already see stuff popping off between them. All right. So, child, no. Then you know, she's basically on her way driving there officially now. She got on this damn outfit talking about it's giving, baby, then, you know, I'm looking like a dime piece, looking like the best thing since cooked rice, the best thing since sliced bread. I said, child, it's giving something, but it ain't what you think it is. It looked like your damn feet was about to pop out them damn shoes to me. But okay, you was obviously happy with it. And so, you know, she's on her way driving and talking to her friends saying, you know what just dawned on me? You know, this man has never slept with me, so he don't know the way that I snore. She was like, do you think that's going to be an issue? And the friend was basically laughing like, girl, it sure the hell is, okay? Ain't nobody going to be able to take that crap. So, you know, now she's driving and she's basically like, oh, I'm close by the place. You know, I think this is it. Of course, she getting out. She's super, super excited, looking like, where is he? When he gonna come? What's going on or whatever? And finally, we see this car, you know, that's pulling up, and it's just like, is that him? I think that's him. Oh, my baby, or whatever. So, child, I just got a feeling that Sheree is delusional, okay, deranged and crazy, and we gonna be seeing a lot of damn things with her. Now, moving on over to damn Andy and Brittany. You know, once they got to the hotel, it did seem like she was more relaxed. It was like, oh, come on and jump with me in the pool, you know, because last time it kind of felt like a little dry, all right? And so they go ahead and he's like, you serious? And she like, yeah, you're not gonna come with me. So they go ahead and you know, jump in the damn pool and all of that, and they go inside the hotel, and it's basically like, give us a minute, let us get ready. But you can see clearly that her daughter is in her feelings. You know, even when they was on the ride, it was like, well, how long is this going to be? And I'm tired, and I didn't know it was going to be all of this. And her mom was saying, like, I tried to explain that to you as best as I could, and I get it. We're all tired, you know, but this is what we have to do. I have different things that I had to take care of. And so now that we get here, we saying we're going to go upstairs and start preparing ourselves and getting ourselves together. Give us a minute. And not even 5 minutes later, she's over here knocking at the door and comes in. Now, one thing I do respect regardless is I don't really care for Andy. I think it's funny things with him, and I don't feel bad for him if she end up getting over on him, because I just feel like that's what he set himself up for in the first place. But however, karma, I did respect that when the cameras came in, and of course they're recording her daughter's, you know, literally on the verge of tears and starting to cry and saying like, I just want to be able to spend time with you by myself. And, you know, at one point Brittany was kind of getting snappy with her, like, well, you're here with me, but it's things I got to do, and I'm trying to get myself together, and there's other kids besides you. You're not the only one, and I'm trying to get to this birthday party and things of that nature. She like, if you that tired, then just go lay down. But at the same time, I don't think she necessarily was trying to be mean, but some of it probably did come off mean and hurt her daughter's feelings. She's overwhelmed and, you know, pretty much trying to get herself together as well. So it's like tensions is high. And he did ask the cameras, like, please cut that off. I know that y'all recording. And then he was still just sitting there, and her daughter ends up coming out the bathroom like, can I be with my mom alone for a minute? And he's like, sure. You know, he says that he don't want to get in between nothing with her and her daughter, whatever the case may be. So once he leaves, you know, the daughter starts stressing a little bit more. Like, it's not about me trying to take up your whole time or thinking that I'm the only one that you're supposed to spend time with. I just miss you. You know, I also haven't got no sleep. I'm also just, you know, irritated, agitated, aggravated. And she was like, when you first was talking with me, and her mom basically cuts her off like, what, I hurt your feelings? And she was like, yeah. And she was like, well, I'm sorry, I don't mean to do that. She was like, you know that I love you. You know that you're my number one. You know that you're important to me. But I have missed 2 birthdays. And so it's really important to me that I get myself together and we go to this birthday party, and I'm able to, you know, do this with them too. And when she starts giving us the backstory with her daughter, is like, she's the oldest one, so she remembers the most. She went through the most. She's also the one that she's depended on the most, right? It's times when she actually had to step in and help her younger siblings up until the point of their father coming back and actually ending up getting custody of them. So in a lot of ways, she's played mommy to her siblings, which she should have never had to do. And she have seen a lot of the times when, Brittany herself admits, like, I was not a mother. I was doing not what, not doing what a mother should do. I was not there for her and things of that nature. So I get it. I definitely get it. And I think once they sat down and was able to have that conversation, they was on the same page, and it was like, okay, cool. We getting ourselves together and we gonna go ahead to this party. So she say that her and Brittany is gonna ride in one car, and then they like, Andy and his son gonna ride in one car. So we like, okay, cool. Child, while Brittany's daughter was out in that car, she like, ha, 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 just having a funky good time, right? And didn't look like she cared whether they was able to catch up to her or not. And then they get to the party and they taking everything out the car. And Brittany literally tells Andy then, like, oh, okay, yeah, you're going to be waiting outside. You're not going to be coming in the party with us. You could stand out here until when it's over. And he's like, huh? I'm not. And it's like, no, but hold this, pass me that, and hold the door for me. So then his son is like, oh, what's going on? We just going to stand out here for 2 hours? And he's like, I guess so. And he's like, I didn't know that it was going to be this way. But at the end of the day, I'm sure she do need time, with her kids and time for the party or whatever. And I'm like, Andy, is this what you really showing your son? Like, is this what you really want to display? And I thought it was kind of tacky. Like I said, she could have told him beforehand and let that been a choice of his. Like, literally not drag this man all the way there to say it outside. She also could have been like, well, you know what, since it's a kid's party, your son could come on in and join us and get him a little plate or some cake or something if he wants to. And I would not have stayed there. I would have been like, well, call me when you finish. Okay, me and him going back to the hotel, me and him going to eat, me and him going to the movies, me and him going to whatever type of damn amusement or entertainment that is nearby, that we could kill time for the next 2 hours. But what we not gonna do is just stand outside this damn place. I said, y'all must be freaking crazy. Okay, now moving on from them, child, we got damn Melissa and Louie mama. Yo, I actually like Louie mother. I like her, but at the same time, I wouldn't take her nonsense. I'm sorry. I sure enough wouldn't. Grandma would be left right there. Okay, mama would be left right back at the house. Figure it out. Get your own damn self there, since you know so damn much and you want to sit here and give damn directions. I'm sorry. I could barely take that from my own mama, let alone somebody else's. Okay, so already as she's getting ready, she's getting emotional. She talking crap, of course, right off the back about Melissa and how she gonna learn today, okay, or she gonna learn in general. She got, everything messed up, and she's like, of course, she's late as usual. What would you expect? Remember the first meeting they ever had, Melissa showed up late. So you basically have her putting on her hat, talking about some, yeah, okay, the real bitch, okay, queen bitch is up in here in these streets, right? She about to really get it today. So, of course, Melissa comes and she got every excuse, with school buses that was in the way and all of this while I'm late, and she helping her get her bags up on the truck. And it's like, yeah, this is a 3-hour ride. Okay, remember Melissa already said I'd rather spend 3 years in damn jail than this 3-hour ride with her. So we both kind of like, oh boy, okay, at the fact that it's 3 hours and singing he further out. Then mama, want to throw some shots, because we found out the whole reason why Louie had to even do an extra 30 days is because of her going by the damn job that time when she wasn't supposed to. And she's like, yeah, somebody wanted to go ahead by the job. And so Melissa talking about something, oh, I didn't know that it was illegal and that you couldn't do that. Yes, you did, girl. Don't sit here and play in our damn face, because you definitely did. But then she throws it right back at mama like somebody got a phone in there that he wasn't supposed to have. You the one that gave him the phone, right? And mama like, oh, wow, I don't understand how he got in trouble, because he ain't the only person to have a phone shoot. They be doing shakedowns and finding a whole bunch of phones in there, right? And so now we both could pretty much be quiet because we both been called out. But she was like, well, hopefully, Melissa says, well, hopefully when Louie gets out, he could be more independent. And she was like, well, that depends on what the parole office saying. Because if the parole is like, you got to, report this time and that time, he pretty much got to do what they say. If they say you got to be in your mama house 7 o'clock every night, he got to do that. And he got to be able to focus on what's best for him to stay on the right road. And so, Melissa's like, yeah, I get that. And, I know that you want the best for him and I want the best for him too or whatever, but we could do a little bit too much. And of course she's saying she very protective over him, whatever, right? And Melissa's saying she's more so nervous about losing control. So then she tells her that she needs to pee. You know, they pull over for a minute at one of the rest stops and she get out, and Melissa's just like, you know, she's not going to be in charge of our relationship. I don't give a damn what she's saying. She calls Louie on the phone and he's like, what's up? And she's like, she's literally acting nuts. She's driving me insane. She's bossing me around and telling me to do whatever she says. And he was like I said, F her. But I said, okay, Louie, you saying that to Melissa while y'all on the phone, but would you really say that to your mama? Like, is that really the answer, to tell Melissa that, you know, he's sitting there, you don't have to take her shit? I'm just curious if you gonna really be willing to stand up for her and hold that same ground once you face to face with both of them, or if you telling mama one thing and then say something else to Melissa when she on the phone. We shall see. So now when they get back in the truck, it's like, well, what's your face looking like that for? You looking like you having a mean, you know, face or whatever, right? So now the next thing you know, Melissa's dad calls on the phone and he don't even say hello or nothing. He's just like, I want to speak to Donna. Now, her daddy is basically the male version of damn Donna. They the same, like different sides of the same coin. So he get on the phone and he talking about some, you know, I really hope you not being mean to my daughter. I hope you know, being respectful and you not giving her a hard time. And she like, no, not as far as, you know, I could see what am I being mean with. She like, you know, I just want to make sure and trying to find out where they going to, okay, what they trying to do and all of that, what they plans are. And he said, oh, that's cool and everything, but we gonna sit there and stay out of this. This don't got nothing to do with us, right? And so I laughed at that, and, you know, she gets back on the phone with him because he was like, okay, well, then that's it, I guess. And she was like, really? You ratted me out to your father? And she was like, I don't see where it is that I ratted you out, but yeah, I did tell him how you was treating me. And she's like, well, how exactly am I treating you? I don't see where I'm treating you bad at. And she was like, well, he's just protective of me. And she's like, oh, yeah, well, I see that, you know. And she was like, yeah, the same way you are, like just like you. And they really are the same. So that's what makes it so damn funny, you know. And she was like, he just wants to make sure that you're not giving me a hard time. And she was like, I just wish that everybody would see that me and Louie really love each other, or whatever the case may be, right? And she's continuing to tell her that she's just trying to get a grip on the situation. And she's like, well, Louie fell in love. That's what the situation is. She was like, well, that doesn't make no sense. It's really hard for me to see how he could fall in love over the phone. And Melissa's talking about, well, let's go on fate, you know. And so she said, we lucky to have found each other, and we are just going to basically prove everybody wrong that doubts us, right? And his mom is like, I hope so. And she's just saying that it's not something that's going to happen overnight. I get it. You know, Louie's a mama's boy. His mom really loves him. And it is what it is. But she do be doing too much at times, right? So now we get to the hotel, and it's like, you know, thank God we here. And I hope you're going to be able to be up at 5:30 in the morning, because I know your ass like to be getting up late, okay? I'm going to be ready. And then she's saying she going to be ready too. And of course, when mama, you know, gets back up to get ready, we getting emotional again. We crying and stuff like that. And she's just saying, like, dealing with an addict, you don't really know what that is, right? And you don't know what to expect and what a hard struggle that is. And she was like, a lot of times it's only two places that you could end up. And she thanked God every day that it was Joe that he ended up, because she could have been going to the graveyard, and that still gave her an opportunity to be able to visit him, and an opportunity, hopefully, that he could change and do what he need to do for himself now and not go back in, right? And so I definitely get where mama's coming from. Now, damn Melissa, child, if she don't throw this freaking cheerleading outfit away, she's still saving on to this damn thing. She talking about how she been waiting for this day for 20 damn years. She got it underneath her coat. Mama come banging down the damn door like she the police, talking about, are you ready yet? And she like, what the hell do you got on? It's cold outside and all your legs and everything out. And she like, I'm going to be okay. It's supposed to warm up later. So at this point, you could tell she got an attitude. She over here throwing the luggage and stuff on the damn truck mad hard. And mama like, whoa, hold up. You know what I'm saying? I got some damn glass in there, because as soon as they got down there, she was basically like giving her the keys, like, here, go get the car. Okay, you taking so long. Let's go. We got places to be. Then when she get there, oh, you can load up the truck. So everything with mama is her just basically, yelling directions. I could see how that could be damn annoying, because I would be annoyed with it too. Now, we get outside the jail and it's like, he's going to be coming out soon. And it's like, well, I hope so. Shit, how long we going to be standing here? And then they start to see a person walking and it's like, is that him? And mama starts crying. And it was funny because before that part, she was like, you got on that damn cheerleading outfit, don't you? And she's basically like, don't worry about it. And she was like, I needed something to make me laugh. You out here looking like a damn idiot. But right after that, they seen a figure walking down and it's like, oh, I can't do this. I'm sorry, I can't. And she starts crying. And, he was like, I could hear you crying from all the way down here. And they get there and it's like, for every one hug he give Melissa, he got to give mama too. We spend about 5 minutes of him going back and forth, hugging between the two of them. And then after that, she was like, well, wait a minute, I got the cheerleading outfit on and I got my pom-poms here because I had a cheer for you. So she like, really, do we have to sit here and listen to this? And he asked his mama if she gonna join in. She like held to the note and Melissa basically just stands there like, H-O-M-E, Louie's coming home to me, whatever the hell it was, child. And she was like, see, that's exactly why I ain't want to do that dumb shit. Okay, that's what his mama said. But, he talked about the fact that he would try to get money by any means necessary, robbing damn liquor stores and all this stuff. He went to, jail for aggravated assault, armed robbery, 10 years served, 10 years with probation, getting arrested, saved his life, He would have been literally and further in the hole, and now he's been sober, and that means him being a better man, and that, he hopes to stay that way. And he's actually not a bad-looking guy, and his teeth was not as bad as what they were saying in that last episode, but they definitely do need some work on the side. I did see some things, but it's things that he could work on, and I honestly hope that he make it, but I think his mama and Melissa gonna drive him damn crazy if he don't drive them crazy first. So we will just have to see. Of course, he was saying like, we got the hotel. We still going back to the hotel. Mama said no, they was going back to the house. And he said, Mama, we might have to drop you off then, okay? Because Louie want to get, into that cheerleading dress. Well, he don't, y'all understand what I mean. He ain't trying to go home with Mama right now, okay? He may want to go home and have some of Mama food, later. So because it's been so long, Melissa was saying she was going to be taking his virginity, and he was like, pretty much. And she was like, yeah, I'm going to have to teach him some new moves. That made me think about, damn, what is that freaking movie with Bruce Leroy when he be like, can I teach you some moves? Last Dragon. Okay, his house was like, what new moves is out? So yeah, that was pretty much what what was happening with them. And so, child, y'all know we gonna end it off last but not least with damn Ranika and Ashanti. Ranika wake up, Ashanti, 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 where are you, Ashanti? With the freaking sheets all outside and everywhere, right? All outside and everywhere. Ashanti, Ashanti, are you here, Ashanti? Where the hell is Ashanti? All I saw was a text from him that said he got a new phone. I don't understand. We had a good old time. We was rocking and rolling. I know he enjoyed it because he was moaning and I was moaning. I said, girl, people fake moaning, but okay. Go off, sis, right? And we did it about 3-4 hours, and I'm waking up in the afternoon. So I said, yeah, it seems like he knocked your socks off and put you the hell out, because you just waking up realizing he gone. I think that was, at like 12. And so we just keep seeing the time going. It's 2 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock, it's 4 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock, it's 7 o'clock. Still no sign of Ashanti. We calling down the phone that he's singing is his number now. We ain't getting no answer. We leaving voicemail saying who you at, and we all mad. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Now at this point, we start calling up our friends and venting to them. I don't understand where he went. He not answering my phone call. I woke up and he was gone. I want to know what the hell is going on. This don't make no daggone sense. And we found out that apparently it was some more text going back and forth between her and Auntie, and she telling the friend, like, I'm so pissed. I call her back and she like, wait, you spoke to her? She like, yeah, I spoke to her. She was like, no wonder you wasn't able, to speak to her during all this time, because this wasn't no girlfriend. This wasn't no auntie, I should say. This was a girlfriend. And it's like, exactly right. So she like, I paid this $3,000. I paid this $3,000. I paid to move down here. I brought my kids down here. Whole time you trying to play damn games with me. I can't believe this lying ass. But he don't know I'm even crazier and I go even harder. So the friend is basically saying, like, listen, girl, either you could cut this as a damn loss, okay, and just move on. Take it as a lesson, or if not, I am off tomorrow. We could get a private eye, and I'm with you, or whatever the case may be. She asked if her sister could babysit, and she says yeah. And she was like, we could get down to the bottom of it and find out everything that's going on. And I'm just like, for what? For what? What else do you need to know? If you spoke to this lady, which, mind you, you didn't mind not speaking to her all before and sitting here calling her dumb and being like, right now, I'm just worried about getting some from my man. I just want to get some from my man. We're worried about auntie later. No, you should have been freaking getting into all of that. And even when your friend, before you even moved down there, okay, was helping you to look up things, was showing you all the girls that was liking the different pages and things of that nature, and you was asking him about it, and you could have went and investigated all of that, okay? We could have had a whole investigation, and you didn't even need him. All you needed was you and your damn friends. You didn't need to pay anybody to do it, and you would have been able to pinpoint exactly what was going down. But no, you didn't want to use your damn brain. So, girl, do I feel bad for you? No, but I do feel bad for your freaking kids. So the friend's sitting there saying he's narcissistic. This is ridiculous, but we gonna catch him. The PI is coming. She's calling her daughter at one point, and the daughter's even saying, like, Mom, just come home. What the hell is going on? What are you doing? And she's like, yeah, I'm going to be there in a minute. I'm just taking care of some business. Just make sure your homework and stuff is done. And so she get over here and she's showing all the text messages back and forth to the friend that they've been sending, how the girl say she been with him 2 years and he said he been with her 18, months. And she's like, you kidding me? Because she was like, yeah, you sent that $1,100, but I still put the rest. And we calculating which ones put more and when and how and why. And, oh, you mean to tell me he just was basically getting me for my money and he was with somebody else the whole time? And then it's even times when she's seeing texts that he was sending back and forth from her phone or whatever the case may be. And so, she like, he just played me. And so the friend is talking about, like, well, we have all the information. And she's like, I just feel so stupid. And if I could go and get that money back that I put down, I would. And they like, oh, let's look into that girl or whatever, right? But she was like, you gonna be straight. We gonna be good. We gonna get to the bottom of it. She was like, he's a damn liar, whatever, and a cheater, and he's manipulative. And that, any other information they should be able to dig up, even if it's just to give her closure. And I did appreciate the friend having her back and saying that this was closure. But girl, child, I'm sorry. That was just dumb. That was dumb as I don't know what, right? So we waiting on the PI now at this point. And when she gets to the PI, she's telling him all this stuff. He looking at her like she got 3 damn heads. He thinks she just as dumb as we do. But of course, if you gonna pay him his money, he gonna go ahead and do what he gotta do and look up the information. So as she's telling him, like, I don't know this woman, but I know she sent me this money and this is the number that I have for her. He seemed like he was able to go ahead and look up the information quick. He was able to look up the place where they was at, and he was like, this address is for a hotel. And he was asking her if she wanted him to, like, call up the hotel or whatever the case may be. And she was like, yes. And they just show him calling and her saying, sound like older woman, but I don't know. Sometimes they be distorting the voices. It also could have been Ashanti, but somebody answers the phone and then they all just have like the dumb look on their face. And we already know from the preview that her behind gonna end up going over there and cursing him out. But it's like, why bother? Why bother? Like, you're the one that did this. Your mama was freaking warning you. Your sister was warning you. Your friends was warning you. You kept my man, my man, my man, and he loved me and I love him, and we gonna be together and we gonna be a happy family, la da dee, la da da. You know what I'm saying? Mama say, mama sa, mumaku sa, and all of that. So, girl, bye. I don't feel sorry for her. I just don't. I feel like, yes, it's a learning lesson. You know, you learned that you was dumb. And maybe next time going into the future, you will use your freaking brains that God gave you in your damn head, okay? Not to do these stupid ass stuff no more, especially when you got freaking kids involved. That just makes my blood freaking boil, y'all. But basically, y'all, that was the episode. That was Love at the Lockup. That's what I got. Y'all let me know what y'all liked, what y'all didn't like. You know, do you have any couple up here that you like? What you looking forward to? Anything like that? Anything that I left out the comments? You know, put it in the comments. Let's discuss. I mean, anything I left out the video, put it in the comments. Let's discuss it down there. Give me a wave. Let me know you came by. Put some flames up in the sky. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you were so inclined. Yeah. Okay. Till next time.